ब्रेक के बाद आप सभी का एक बार फिर से स्वागत है। कुछ अन्य खबरों का रुख कर लेते हैं। भारत की आईटी सिटी बेंगलुरु की विकास गाथा अभूतपूर्व रही है। पिछले कुछ सालों में बेंगलुरु में तेजी से विकास हुआ है। जनसंख्या बढ़ने के साथ साथ शहर में परिवहन और बुनियादी ढांचे में काफी बदलाव हुआ है। देखिए मेरी सहयोगी नेहा हेबाले की यह स्पेशल रिपोर्ट।
Once called the Garden City, today Bengaluru, India's IT capital and Asia's Silicon Valley, is witnessing massive growth. The city has seen exponential development in the past 7 decades. However, it was never really done in a systematic manner. And this has left Bengaluru in a chaotic state with a host of urban miseries. Bengaluru has been home to migrants from various states, providing employment and livelihood opportunities. However, the massive influx and burgeoning IT industry has levied a significant cost on the city's infrastructure. Many companies that were following a hybrid model after the pandemic have now mandated their employees to resume work from office. And this has led to a sudden surge in ridership in metro trains, particularly the Purple Line. With the metro often operating at full capacity during peak hours, the daily commute for citizens has become a nightmare.
Quite bad. The rush, it starts around 4:30, 4:45, and it's even more worse because they've kind of introduced very short distance trains.
It is obviously a lot safer to go in the women's section, especially, if you're just alone, like as a woman traveling in metro. But then what happens is it gets extremely crowded in the women's section as well. So we end up going to the gender neutral section, which again, it is not as crowded, but then again, it's not as comfortable either.
It is very bad, especially during the peak area. I think they have to increase the metro trains, and they have to increase the even timings also, like every 2 minutes once they have to.
Despite the demand for additional coaches or trains or increased frequency of trains, the BMRCL has now announced that it is unlikely that new trains will be added until next year. With the average daily ridership touching 8 lakhs, there is no immediate solution in sight to accommodate the surge in ridership. Even as some companies have begun linking attendance to variable pay, the Karnataka government held talks with various global capability centers, and they are now mulling over incentivizing the hybrid model.
Mobility is always a problem for any growing city, and more importantly, Bangalore is growing exceptionally well in the Asian sector, and now IT companies are treating Bangalore as their Asia Pacific headquarters as well. So we are in constant dialogue with companies. We're looking at everything, and we're in touch with them. We've got it to the notice of the Urban Development Minister as well as the Bangalore in charge, Mr. D.K. Shivakumar. So he's also promised them that we will have regular conversations on infrastructure issues that are plaguing them.
As Bengaluru grapples with these transportation challenges, commuters are left with no option but to plan their travel better. With the ridership in the Bengaluru metro peaking at nearly 8 lakhs on any average weekday, it has truly become a challenge for the people and techies in the city as they travel on the Purple Line. While on one hand, the BMRCL says that they have increased the frequency of the metros to nearly about 3 to 4 minutes per metro, techies on the other hand are of the opinion that companies mandating work from office now has added to this challenge. While the expansion plans of the BMRCL towards 2025 seem quite opportunistic at this time, we'll really have to wait and see as to where the companies and the metro authorities meet each other halfway to ensure that commuters get some respite from the chock-a-block madness that they have to witness on a daily basis. In Bengaluru, with video journalist Pradeep, this is Neha Heballe for Mirror Now.